Welcome back to High Stakes. Today, we will be discussing the following NFL matches that is happening on Thursday, October 26th, 2023. We will be providing our team, total, and prop picks for the day. Before we get started, please remember to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. If you want access to our premium picks, you can check out our Patreon page. You can find the link to our Patreon page in the description and comment section below. Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus Buffalo Bills. The expectations are high in Buffalo this season, and that has pretty much been the case since Josh Allen has developed into one of the best quarterbacks in the league. However, Sean McDermott's squad may be underperforming to a lot of the critics across the league. This was a team that had first seed aspirations, but they're just 4-3 out of the gate. Most recently, it was a tough divisional loss to the Patriots in a 29-25 affair. The loss dropped the Bills to the second shortest odds to win the AFC East at plus 195, trailing just the Dolphins, minus 180. From a numbers perspective, Buffalo comes into this one at 3-4 ATS, and they've seen 4 of their 7 games go under the total. The above-mentioned Allen leads the charge for the Bills, and he's off to a solid start as we near the halfway mark of the year. The signal caller has amassed 1,841 yards on a 70.7% completion rate while adding 15 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. James Cook leads the team in rushing with 419 yards on 88 carries, 4.8 YPC. Allen has added 148 yards on the ground via 29 carries, 5.1 YPC. This Buffalo defense has been one of the stingiest units in the league so far. They're ranked 5th overall in points against per contest at 16.9. In terms of yardage, that has translated to being the 14th best team, giving up 329.6 yards per game. The Bills are still without a couple of their key defensive players in Tre'Davious White, out for season, Achilles, and Matt Milano, IR, leg. The Bills have experienced a season filled with ups and downs. They have showcased their offensive strength by dominating some opponents, but they've also faced disappointment on a few occasions. However, the central question here is whether the Bills can secure a victory with a margin exceeding a touchdown. In my opinion, the answer is yes. Taking into account the advantage of playing at home, I believe Buffalo will generate enough offensive power to claim a win with a double-digit lead. Stylistically, this is a challenging matchup for the Buccaneers, as they heavily rely on their passing game and appear somewhat one-dimensional. I'll delve deeper into this aspect below, but I ultimately think the Bills can cover the spread with a total of fewer than 24 points. Buffalo should have the capability to reach that threshold and secure the spread victory. All things considered, the Buccaneers are off to a solid start to the new campaign. Through 6 games in the post-Tom Brady era, Tampa Bay is 3-3. However, all 3 losses have come in the last 4 competitions, most recently a 16-13 defeat at the hands of the Falcons. The loss definitely sent the Bucs down the odds board as they're now plus 275 to win the NFC South, trailing the Falcons, plus 110, and Saints, plus 200. In terms of making the playoffs overall, Tampa is plus 135 to make the playoffs and minus 165 to miss. Todd Bowles' squad enters this game at 3-3 ATS, and they've seen 5 of their 6 games go under the total. The offense is led by Baker Mayfield this season, and he has put up respectable numbers thus far. The nomadic quarterback has passed for 1,363 yards through the air on a 65.2% completion rate while adding 8 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. The run game has been spearheaded by Rachaad White, who has added 266 yards on 83 carries, 3.2 YPC. Defensively, the Buccaneers have been one of the best units in the league. As of this writing, they're 6th overall in points against per game at 17.3. In terms of yardage, that has translated to being just the 20th best team, giving up 342.5 yards per contest. Okay, so Tampa Bay is one of the worst running teams in the game. They're ranked just 29th in the NFL, averaging 77.8 rushing yards on the ground per contest. We saw the massive drop-off with this offense last season when Bruce Arians was forced off of the coaching staff. Now it's Todd Bowles and Dave Canales at the helm, and this offense is far from high-powered. You're telling me that Baker Mayfield is going to pick apart the Buffalo defense that'll be rushing Von Miller and Leonard Floyd, and may even have Ed Oliver back? I don't think so. We saw this exact situation play out last weekend in their loss to the Falcons, and I think it'll be similar on a short week in a hostile Orchard Park. We may see the Bills' offense get somewhat back on track, but I highly doubt the Bucs are able to put up points. Give me the under.